This is a sensory mindfulness exercise. Start out by getting comfortable. There's no particular way you need to sit, just whatever's comfortable and allows you to breathe easily. Start out by taking a deep breath, breathing in really, really deep, really, really controlled and slow, and holding the top of that breath. And slowly breathe out, breathing all the way down to the bottom of your belly, and pause at the bottom of that breath. As you start to breathe normally, just notice yourself in the moment. Have a sort of awareness of your body in this moment. And we're going to use each of our senses while we're breathing to check in with ourselves and bring ourselves really connected to right here, right now. So 5 things, 5 senses, starting out with the easiest, which is our sense of sight. Just notice 5 things that you can see around you in this moment. Notice things like textures and colors. Notice things like shapes. And if you don't know exactly what something is, that's okay. That's not part of what we're trying to figure out right now. Just notice that shape or that texture. Notice the properties that make up that object. Once you've noticed 5 things, take another big deep breath. Breathe in real deep and real controlled. Hold the top of that breath. And breathe out real slow, real controlled, all the way down to the bottom of your belly. And pause at the bottom of that breath. If you find your mind starting to wander, remember there are no distractions and there are no interruptions, just things that are part of this moment. And any thoughts that come into your mind that try and interrupt you, just notice them, non-judgmentally. Remind yourself that this is just a thought. It's just a thought, and right now I'm focusing on what I can see. Now shift your attention while still paying attention to this moment. Shift your attention to the next easiest sense, and that's your sense of touch. And try to notice 4 things that you can feel in this moment. It could be things like the temperature of the place you're in, the feeling of a chair, the feeling of clothes, or you can just take a moment to notice the feeling of breathing in and out in your body. Once again, we're not trying to figure out anything specific, we're just noticing things for now. So just notice 4 things you can feel. And once you've noticed those 4 things you can feel, shift over and take another deep breath. Noticing as you breathe, breathe in real slow, real controlled, still noticing what you can feel. Hold the top of that breath. And slowly breathe out, real controlled, real slow, all the way down to the bottom of your belly. And then go ahead and breathe normally. And once again, if you are just tempted to be distracted by any thoughts or if anything tries to creep in, just notice them. Remind yourself it's just a thought. And you're focusing on what you can see and what you can feel. Now shift your attention another time, this time noticing 3 things that you can hear. So just quiet yourself for a moment. You can even close your eyes if you think that'll help. Just try to notice sounds around you, including what you can hear from this video or any other sounds around you. If it seems like there's no sounds, just notice your breathing. Notice the sound of my voice. And just notice the sound of silence. That the quiet sometimes has a sound all its own. And again, if you're finding yourself getting distracted, remember there are no distractions, there are no interruptions, there's just parts of the moment. And if any thoughts come in, trying to take your mind off of what you're focusing on, just notice again, it's just a thought. It's just a thought, and you're focusing right now on what you can hear, a little bit on what you can feel, and a little bit on what you can see. Once you've noticed 3 things you can hear, once again, shift your focus, take another big deep breath, breathing in all the way to the top of your lungs and holding the top of that breath. And breathing out real slow all the way down to the bottom of your belly, pausing at the bottom of that breath. As you start to breathe normally again, we're going to try and notice 2 things that you can smell. If you can't notice two things right now, that's okay. That's not the intention. We're just giving it a try, trying to notice if those things exist in the moment. So notice two things that you can smell, labeling kind of what you think they might smell like. Are they strong? Are they soft? Are they bitter? Are they sweet? And just notice two smells. Just giving your best try. And once you've noticed that, take another big deep breath. Breathing in real deep. Again, noticing that there are no distractions and there are no interruptions. Breathing out real slow, real controlled, all the way down to the bottom of your belly. If any thoughts come in, remind yourself it's just a thought. As you start to breathe normally again, we're going to do one last one. Try to taste one thing. Again, if you can't taste anything right now, that's okay. We're just trying to notice if there's any tastes in this moment. If you have something around you, like some food or a drink, go ahead and take that now and taste it as you drink it or eat it. Again, if any thoughts creep into your mind, they're just a thought. Just notice it. We're not going to fight it. We're just noticing it. Notice that thought. And remind yourself it's just a thought. And I'm focusing on what I can taste. Now finish up with one more big deep breath. Breathing in really, really deep this time, all the way to the top of your lungs. Hold that breath at the top. Slowly breathe out all the way down to the bottom of your belly. Get all of your air out. And pause at the bottom of your belly. Go ahead and start breathing normally. And bring your attention back into this moment, right here, right now. Being fully present and fully invested in the present moment.